welcome to part two. I'm actually reshooting this because, first of all, I didn't really look that really handsome on my initial recording. And also, I felt like it was just originally too long. It was like 16 minutes long. So I want to condense it just to entertain you guys. So let's just get straight onto it. And also I'm wearing a new shirt. So in the credits I mentioned that I used 4 games to help record with the video. One of the games is Dragon Ball Z Infinite World. So you can see here that I have my PlayStation 2 emulator working on my PC because you need to have a PlayStation 2 to play Dragon Ball Z Infinite World. So that's how I recorded it. And the way I recorded it is I just went on to training mode, used the ultimate, done. And then I also recorded for Xenoverse 2 as well. I have to make sure the mods are installed first. So that's how I got the Thanos mod, Spider-Man mod, all the Goku transformations and stuff. And also, again, training mode, record, and also I do have a mod on Xenoverse 2 in which you just disable the HUD so that it gets rid of all the life bars and stuff. So it makes it easier for me to record. Okay, the third game is Dragon Ball FighterZ, exactly the same method. I should mention that with these 3 games, I use a software called Fraps in order to record, because that's like the only way I can record on a PC. And so the footage ended up being 78.1 gigabytes. That's a lot of footage. That's a lot of footage. I also made use of Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi, which is an Xbox 360 game, and the way I recorded that was with my Elgato, and that's no emulators or anything. So that's it. After I'm done with all that, I then import all the footage into Final Cut Pro and just, edit. I don't know why I put a transition when we're going to be exactly in the same spot. Yeah, this is the editing zone. Right here, there's going to be a lot of picture-in-picture stuff, and I do tend to use a lot of special effects and animations and assets from the program a lot. By the way, the program I'm using is Final Cut Pro. So I forgot to mention in the credits who are the composers for the soundtrack. I made sure to pin their names in the comments. But again, extra shout out to Pokemixer92, Friedrich Habitler Music, and Iker Estelio. I'm sorry if I butchered your names. For some reason you guys are watching this. It was really helpful in this video, and really helped with the mood and story and everything. So thanks. With this part, originally I didn't want to make it so that Thanos kills Spider-Man. I felt it would have been strange that Goku would just go up to Thanos and just fights him. Granted, Goku would do that because it's fucking Goku. I feel like if we have a reason for them to fight, it gives the story of that dramatic element. And I felt like with Thanos killing Spider-Man, it really does do that. Again, I forgot to credit more people. I want to credit Janemba8000, D15 Gone, and Always Beyond, because they uploaded the quotes onto YouTube, and it helped provide some context with the story, and it was really helpful, and I appreciate it a lot. Okay, so to explain this part, Fu actually messes with the timeline and causes Thanos to change into his ultimate form. Originally, I wanted Fu to give him Infinity Stones, but the Thanos mod by Mistako uses the model for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So there's no Infinity Gauntlet. Plus, I haven't learned how to swap characters as super moves properly. So using a created character gives me that freedom of just swapping moves and make it look cool. Also, it's just a Dragon Ball Z trope, so obviously you're gonna have transformations and stuff like that. Alright, so I used 2 scenes from the Dragon Ball Super movie trailer, which I then flipped it and changed the background to fit the planet's environment. So this would help me with avoiding copyright. It also just kind of looks cool, to be honest. Okay, so this bothers me so much. So after I finished editing this video, I looked back at it 3 times just to make sure everything is right. It wasn't until I watched it on the day it was uploaded, I watched it on YouTube, that I noticed the mistake. The planet is green, which it's meant to be red by Planet Titan. Either I made the color correction and I pressed Command Z by accident and canceled it, or I'm just an idiot. That's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. So I immediately the video is ruined. Let's be real. Okay, so my original intention for the ending was that Goku would kill Thanos in the same way as he beat Frieza. But the problem was with this idea is that I thought it was too boring, and it follows the whole, Goku can beat anyone in any franchise because he's Goku. Which, to be honest, I don't believe at all. At the same time I was making that ending, I was also watching a playthrough of Undertale for the first time. If you're wondering, yes, I got into Undertale this year. Yes, I'm fully aware I was missing out. Please don't judge me. So after watching the playthrough, I obviously downloaded the soundtrack because it's really good. Remember when I said I had a habit of crossing franchises over with Dragon Ball Z? I sort of made this on Photoshop. And this is all because I was listening to Hopes and Dreams as well as the finale theme on loop. So anyway, I was talking to someone about this. She actually appears in the credits, actually, right here. And we were talking about writers and how writers of books and movies are actually the worst enemies in stories because they are given the ability to screw around with their fans. Biggest example I can think of is William Shakespeare. The dude has a tendency of killing his own main characters, if you don't know about that. So back to linking this with Undertale, one day I just put a random song from the soundtrack on, and it was the Respite Fit song. And when I was listening to it, I was thinking, what if Thanos blew up the planet along with Goku instead? Then my eyes widened. It was because it was something that I have never done before. And speaking of things I've never done before, this is a little Easter egg that I actually animated by myself. Fun fact, the animation was actually meant to last a lot longer, but I only drew 3 frames. So that's why it's so short. By the way, if you're wondering, I use a Wacom tablet to do the animation drawings, and I do it on Photoshop. So yeah, Fu actually owns a time stone, and that's how he's screwing with time. Okay, then we got to the end text where I say Goku will return, which I'm gonna be real, you guys. I only typed it because it looked cool. It isn't foreshadowing any videos, so don't expect Goku to return anytime soon. I think that is it for now. The next part is basically just going to be an update on what's going to happen with the channel, as well as some other stuff. So stay tuned.